Now recording. There we go. Oh, my boys, it is me yet again. Let's just go straight into a map for a little bit of a showcase of my Ice Herald build. It's still vastly unfinished, but I'm finally done farming, and I can focus on the game. What the hell? Hello? Hello? Oh, there we go. Finally done with the farming, and now I can focus on, finishing the rest of the build, and then finishing the challenges. So the idea of this build is to have herald-wise, actually do damage, chain, and have some very juicy explosions. Build is also fairly AFK, or pretty much entirely, as long as they're tier 16 maps. Okay, what is with this chest? Who is it? Oh, this guy. Right. So basically what happens is the monsters hits me, I block them with Tempest Shield. I have some crit strikes and added coal in the Tempest Shield, which is enough to kill off most of the trashy mobs. And then the Herald of Ice will floop, start the explosion chains. The Herald of Ice is in my chainmail, level 28, 6 linked, so it does a lot of damage. Now unfortunately at this moment I don't have a 100% crit chance on the Herald. I had before, but I had to swap some stuff around, so now it's only about 80 something percent, which is kind of sad, but hopefully I will fix that as well. But anyways, the premise of this build is just to be a very enjoyable build, right? Basically. There we go. For single target, I'm using Cold Snap of power. And that goes into, the helmet. So we have Cold Snap of power. The single target is not really good. I think at the moment it's about 8 million. But considering this build, I never planned to have an insanely high single target, but for just running tier 16 maps, that's more than enough. For bossing, I guess nowadays you definitely would want to go for 20 mil at least. But we'll see. I still have some stuff to do with the build. What is it? Oh, Rarity? Sure. I mean, the build is super fun to play. That was the idea, right? The idea is to have a semi-bomber, tanky. It's pretty good for opening boxes. I have to say, this phrecia event, I really don't like it, to be honest. I also didn't particularly like this league. I actually skipped the league. So I'm also using the phrecia event to kind of finish the challenges that I haven't done. Ooh. But yeah, the phrecia idol thing is catastrophic. I know I was like done with the campaign and like the build was really in the poopy. And it was like, okay, well, I know I want to farm boxes because this build is kind of cool to farm boxes with, right? I didn't really know that boxes were like supremely. I don't know how you would say it. You know, they were very much in demand to be farmed. The idols were like insanely expensive, anything box related. So it was such a shitty deal to actually play initially, because it's like, oh, do I invest into the build? Where did I put the let's do this one. To invest into the build, or do I invest into the idols? And I'm also stuck at low tiers, like I can't farm anything. So it was just it's like it's no good. It's no good that all your currency like has to go into idols, and then you cannot go into the build, and you're stuck at low tiers for a long time, trying to farm up some currency. It's terrible. It is terrible. But yeah, I mean, I know there are other idol setups that were like cheaper than boxes, obviously, but I wanted to play boxes, and there was nobody to stop me from doing so. Anyways, this is also a farm I was running for a little bit. These were all like, this is I think under 1 divine. All of these idols is just quantum pack size. Don't mind the empty slots, that's irrelevant. With fortune brave, just to show you the build in this farm as well, because this was I really enjoyed this farm, even though it was not very profitable. Actually, it was. But the thing here is just I was also doing a little bit of challenges, and I wanted to farm something besides just boxes, as I got bored at one point. And this was like, and I also wanted gold for King's March. So I did the this thing, this is where the build is really fun. It's just frost blinking into a pack, slapping it, moving to the next pack. Just feels pretty cool. Some of the magic packs don't blow up. Can also depend on the map mods a little bit, but it's just super enjoyable. There's also not much loot to pick up, so you know, just it's probably one of my favorite farms. There isn't any big profits in it, even though there's a lot of idols dropping for some reason from the magic mobs, and that's like, because another thing about the idols, price checking them is a nightmare. But I did eventually, quite recently actually, found a rejects to like just, you ID them all, you drop them into your you know, quad stash, and you just use the rejects to check for valuable ones, and that helped a lot actually when it comes to the whole idol thing. There we go. Oh, but yeah, that's my overall thing about the phrecia thing. Anyways, the build is super fun though. It did take a while to get it going though. It is not a cheap build. I personally need to always farm up a mage blood, and then there's also quite a few other things to make it properly tanky at high tiers. Like fitting the melding in for max res and stuff and whatever, right? Yeah, but I have dropped 2 mirrors and 2 Hinakoras in the same map just moments ago before I made this video. So I can finally, I already sold one of each because both drop from the boxes. And so yeah, I can finally stop farming and I can finish like gearing the build, because a lot of this stuff is still like this ammo that I think I bought for 100 chaos a long time ago. I already spent a bit, crafted a really cool chest now. I still need to swap to these boots. Like for mapping, I'm still using like normal boots, but I should be on Ralakesh actually. With the cold snap of power, it's important, so I need to do that as well. But I want to get bleed immune before I do the swap. I sometimes just swap it when I run out of power charges and I need to do some single target. That doesn't really happen very often in normal mapping, but you know, I do need to like fully swap to these boots. And yeah, I still need to like, I want to recraft the gloves and possibly the weapon too. This is also like, was a cheap pickup, even though it's really good considering. But yeah, I mean, I might as well spend the currency and then gear up like a bastard. And off we go. Anyways, I guess this will be the end of the video. Oh no, wait, we're back in. But yeah, I have to say, after having such a bit of a longer period of not playing Poi 1, I have to say, and after playing 0.4 Poi 2, I feel like Poi 2 is just getting so much better now. There's just so much things in Poi 2 that was like, that there are just better quality of life. Like not having to use 10 different third-party tools compared to Poi 1. Crafting is also a lot faster, and you know, and faster is better, you know. Like for a lot of Poi 1 crafts where you have to spam alterations until you hit a mod, it takes like forever. Whereas I feel like in Poi 2 it is a lot quicker. Anyways, that's it for the video, I think. You've seen the build, there's still a lot of things to do. Oh yeah, I still want to change this flask. This is just temporarily here. Oh, I could buy it now. Yeah, I think it was like 20 div. That is spare change for me now. Anyways, yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. And yeah, Bob out.